with you and living kings. I mean it, I mean Yasiin and Yasiin in the R.E.D. I mean it, I mean original nation with one solid. I mean it, I mean straight jacket come clean. Yasiin and Yasiin in the R.E.D. Original nation with one solid. With true and live it.
G'day guys, it's the other Dan here from Ozgel. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Ozgel Weekly Chat. I'm here with Stacey today. We're talking about our setups.
So this is my M4 that I run. I had a couple of different blasters, but I picked this one up. This is my Hawk-X receiver, so shout out to Hawk-X for that. I think when he released these metal receivers, I was one of the first people to order them. I may have been the first person to pre-order, so I jumped straight on the Hawk-X train there because I knew, he was doing a good thing. I've got a Gen 9 gearbox in this, and it's still stock, basically. I was going to rebuild it when it fell apart. It hasn't fallen apart, so I've got a running J9 gearbox. I had to modify slightly in the upper receiver to suit the J9 T-piece. J9 delta ring, J9 outer barrel grip as well, so that's all J9. My metal iron sight on the front there, my eBay ACOG sight, and this is not the J9 buffer tube. This is a aftermarket one that I got, and it fits nicely on the X-Power buffer tube, so there's no wobble in there, so it's a nice tight fit. I run a standard 7.4 volt battery in there. I'm not after the crazy rate of fire, just more reliability, and I get a lot of hits with this. So in the speedball environment, I'm not one of the I'm not primarily a runner. I'm more of a hybrid where I will run out and just mark people. So I'm more of a suppressor. Giving cover fire so the runners can come in, and if given the opportunity, I can go in and take a point if needed. But all in all, I'm really happy with how this performs. And like I said, I plan to rebuild it. I've got a new motor for it, some metal gears and everything like that. I just haven't done it because it hasn't let me down just yet. So it runs well. Gen 8 mags. Fit nicely in the Hawk-X receiver as well, and they pop out nicely too, so quick mag changes. That's about it. It's got a bit of weight to it, but I like the ability to throw it around and get it on target. That's my blaster.
Yep.
Over to you, Dan.
So on the opposite side of the spectrum, Stacey's is very almost Milsim, you might say. I've gone for basically my Speed QB dream. This blaster was actually built by Lee at the Sunshine Coast M4A1 store. He does amazing work, great guy to talk to, and will generally help you with anything you need. So to start off with, it's a SLR receiver, an SLR 7-inch framed, which is alloy, SLR inner barrel, pistol sights, T1 scope, Sophonics metal stock, I suppose you call it, pistol grip, J9 mags. The inside is actually running a fully built APS gearbox, 16:1 carbon steel gears, M160 motor, M125 spring, metal everything. If it can be changed, it's been changed. And it's powered by a Leviathan MOSFET, which basically allows me to tune my gun through my phone, which is great. On single fire, I can shoot about 35 rounds a second, and 4 go up to about 50. But unlike Stacey's, it's not the most reliable gun in the world. But we like anything, working out the kinks, but I'm definitely happy with it so far.
Definitely takes this thing to the cleaners in rate of fire, power and everything like that, but yeah, like I said, when this thing breaks down, I'm going to go down that route as well, for sure. sure.
Hey guys, welcome back. We just did a team's change to talk about another two of our team's blasters, my Vector and Aaron's 249 Para. Aaron is our heavy gunner for speed, so he runs the large magazine, hence the machine gun. But we'll cover my Vector first. This baby is my primary, so I run this in conjunction with a UMP, so when this breaks down, which it hasn't yet, touch wood, pick up a UMP that's never let me down, and hopefully that stays together for the rest of the day. But with this girl, I've got 16:1 metal gears, stock motor, 1.25 unequal spring with a BMB barrel. Those of you who know about them, sometimes they're a bit hard to get, but managed to get one. Mine works brilliant. She's putting out 285 and 290 FPS after about half a mag just to lube up the barrel. The cosmetics I got on it, all of this come from X-Force Tactical down at Meadowbrook. I went in there, bought the Vector, and there we go. So I've got alloy buffer with the nylon buttstock, nice and solid, matches the rest of the build. The internals got done by a mate of mine, and then the flash hider and the metal rail systems also came from X-Force. The pistol sights I actually flogged off of my MP7. We all know how crap they were, but that's the best thing about them because these pistol sights are actually really comfortable. I've also went a bit how's I want it and added my own sling adapter at the back, which is just a bit of cord wrapped around, sealed off, and then I've got a mag pull quick release clip at the front for when I decide to sling it. Now, tell us about your gun.
Well, this is my M249. I use it to mow you guys down. I can't remember the name of the stock. It's super comfortable. Now for the internal mods, I've got a Bruise Master barrel, an 80k hop-up, nylon gearbox, 12.1 SH gears, and a red Chi motor. It runs pretty well. Only died on me twice. And I hope to see you guys on the field, so you can feel this.
Alright, one last thing we want to touch on is marking your magazines. I'm really bad for dropping mags. So usually when I run a mag out, I'll just drop it because it's speedball. You can pick them up later anyway. How I've marked mine is on the bottom of the Vector. The little plate slides off. I just painted those green. Haven't seen anyone else do anything similar to that yet. Bottom marks his with orange tape so they stand out like dog's balls. So if someone flogs his mags, he definitely knows. And Stace has gone with the whole Milsim, I don't even know if that is an olive green, but a green of some sorts. And none of our team members have the same markings, so we can distinct mags at the end of it. But sometimes you will get, especially with the more popular colours like green and the orange tape even, you'll see more people do something similar. So it never hurts to, on the tape, write your name, or on the bottom of your mag, or etch it into the side of it. Just anything to show your mag is yours rather than theirs, because believe it or not, there are people that will pick them up and not hand them in. That will conclude today's installment of Ozgel Sloperators Weekly Chat. See you guys next week. Have fun.